All right, my friends, welcome back to Frog Boy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the last few days of content that I've been making. You know, this whole pushback against Nvidia or whatever, and you know, I get a lot of feedback in the comment section. A lot of people are like, yeah, rooting me on, and then a lot of people are like, man, you're crazy, Nvidia's the best, and stuff like that. And well, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily have like a vendetta to go after Nvidia. I really just don't. I mean, life's kind of too short for that, man. Like, my brother's wife just passed away, and you know, it's kind of surreal, you know, like when your parents pass away. I mean, it's like, okay, you know, maybe it was their time, but like when you lose like a brother or sister, that's a little bit more like closer to home, because that's like your generation. That's like you that, you know, could potentially be next, you know? So it's like life is just a little bit too short to sit and bicker about a lot of the stuff. So today, you know, as I was sitting here and I was playing around, with some of these games, testing out some of this frame gen stuff, you know, on the AMD 7900 XTX, I was testing out some Cyberpunk. I was seeing, you know, I was like, okay, let's try this. Let's throw on some ray tracing. Let's put it at 4K. Let's turn on frame gen. Let's get on some FSR, and then let's stack freaking AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2 on there. And I was playing around with it, and I'm like, okay, you know, I mean, like technically you could play this. You could play this. And like, I already know, like, if you're gonna just say mean comments about it, like whatever, man. Like if you wanted to play this, you could absolutely play this. You definitely can. It looks incredible. It played just fine. Like, it was nice and smooth. I mean, for freak's sake, I beat this game on Xbox Series X at 30 frames per second because I wanted that higher resolution for that game. And when I look back at that time, and you know, guys, a lot of the stuff I say really is just, clearly I was a console gamer. I came over to PC, you know, obviously I'm still learning the ropes, and I've never once on this channel have I said that I am an expert. I've challenged the experts though, because yeah, dude, a lot of the information they give is just complete garbage. To tell people to go out and buy 12 gigabyte GPUs without the full context, if that was me, I'd have been like, look, if you're gonna buy a 12 gigabyte GPU, you need to first understand that this is 1080p. This is a 1080p GPU nowadays. That's just the way it is. If you are a gamer that plays everything from old titles all the way up to new AAA bangers, this is a 1080p GPU. But they never give them any context, ever. You know, you just hear them out there being like, oh man, you need to get this so you can have better DLSS. And it's like, look, DLSS can only get your VRAM so far. It can only get you so far. So if you're buying a 4070 or a 5070 and you're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna play AAA games because this is best, and everybody else says that Nvidia is the best and DLSS this and that. And then you start playing your game, and then you start to get into this like stuttering, or your textures aren't loading, or something's going on and you're just not getting this good experience. You're turning on frame generation, but it feels like muddy and stiff, and you know, like you run into these problems that like most people, I mean, like some people, honestly, like if you're coming from a console, maybe your tolerance is a lot higher for that stuff, and you're like, okay. But I mean, think about the people that are coming to the PC space brand new, and they buy this stuff, and they've been playing on console forever, and they're thinking, oh man, I just spent $1,500 on a PC, you know? I'm like, that's your average cost for like a 4070 PC or whatever, or actually that's a 60 series PC. It's like almost $2,000 for a 4070. You know, PC, a pre-built or whatever, you know, because most console gamers are just going to buy a pre-built. They're not going to go build a PC. I mean, they clearly they were in love with that console experience, that freaking gosh, what is it? That convenience of a freaking console. So they're not gonna just run out and start building PCs. No, they're gonna go buy a pre-built. They're gonna go to Walmart and they're gonna be like, ooh man, look at that one. And they're gonna buy it and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, 4060. And then they're gonna get home. And the only information they're fired up on is what Daniel Owens and Digital Foundry and everybody else tells them, you know, especially like Digital Foundry telling them a 4070 is a 4K GPU. These guys are gonna go home. They're gonna hook it to their 4K TV and they're gonna play that. Some games are gonna work just fine. Some games are gonna play absolutely perfect, 4K, well over 60, no DLSS needed. Some old games are gonna run just fine on a 4070, have 4K. But then some games are gonna stutter, they're gonna run poorly, they're gonna run out of VRAM, they're gonna be janky, you're gonna need DLSS, you're gonna need frame generation, and that is going to cripple your experience. Plain and simple. It's going to cripple your experience. When you could have, technically, for the same money as a 4070, could have bought a stronger AMD GPU that would have gave you a better performance at that range without having to use, because look guys, DLSS can't, it's not going to fix the VRAM issue. But if you've got a card with 16 gigs of VRAM, you've got a better chance at some 4K gaming. You just do. And you know, like people always come here and they sit here and they just, I know they mean well. I know they love their Nvidia GPUs. I do. I do. I know they love it. I know they care about it. I know that's their thing. They're invested in it. They don't want to hear somebody talking negative about a product that they have and they care about. Because I feel the same way. I feel the same way when I get people in here bad-mouthing AMD, and it's like, look guys, you don't understand. Like you really just don't understand that I can sit here and play a game like this one right here. Let me turn this down just a little bit. I can sit here and play a game like Outworld or Outer Worlds or Outcast, New Beginning. And this game here, like right now I've actually got like frame gen on and everything. I was testing it to see how it was gonna play and everything. Whew. I think I gotta take out all these things. Whoa. I just got this gun so it don't shoot as fast. But I can sit here and I can play a game like Outcast on this freaking on this GPU with this frame gen and everything, and like it feels fine. Like I mean significantly better than a console experience. Like I'm pushing 100 and what is it, like 140 frames with frame gen on here with native 4K, because there is no upscaling on this game. There is no upscaling, so you get the native 4K or whatever. Let me turn the camera over here just a little bit. Oh, come on, you guys. So you're just playing it native. Sorry, I'm not even really paying attention. But you sit here and you play a game like this. I mean, I'll have this up on the screen so you guys can see like the full screen of it and not just... Okay, what else do I got to take out? Oh, there's another one. You got to take out both of these. And then they get these little freaking bugs out at you. Yeah. We'll use a machine gun. Well, the rapid fire pistola. Got to hit it again. One more. Boom. 3 hits. All these little freaking spiders. So yeah, you take all, I mean, you play a game like this. You know, this is the game I'm working on right now. I bought this back in March of last year when it came out, and I'm just barely getting around to playing some of this game right now. And you know, guys, when I think about what the experience is and what is it that I'm getting out of my experience, I do like I look at a lot of different things when I'm playing a game, because yes, obviously I still play games that look like this, that look good. I mean, they obviously look great in 4K. Like, you can look at this game and you're just like, dang, that looks good in 4K. And then you're like, you know, you turn on like something like frame generation, it bumps you up to like 170. Like right now I'm pushing 180 frames a second on this freaking game, man. Like 180 frames. Obviously my screen refresh rate is only 120. So I mean, it's like, but like you're not seeing like that horrible ghosting. Oh yeah, this one you got a melee. Boom. They always threw the little blue dog in front of you, and then you got to take him out. Yeah, I've been having some fun with this game. Like this world is just so massive. This is Outcast: A New Beginning is one of those games. Like, I think this was like the original game was like the first ever open world game, and so these guys like coming back and bringing it back and building out such a cool game. I mean, it's like Witcher janky at first. You know, like you're like, oh gosh, dude, the way the guy talks and everything, you know, and it just reminds me of Geralt so much. You know, just how he talks and everything like that. You know, like the world detail is pretty dang good like that. But you look at this, man, we're like pushing 190, 180 frames a second at 4K resolution. And you look at that and you're playing this game and it just feels fine. You know, like right now here I'm running it frame gen lag at 7 milliseconds or whatever. 7 milliseconds, 8 milliseconds. So not bad at all. Like this feels like very, very stable in terms of like how it feels. It definitely feels really, really good to be running this at 4K. And I mean, just look at this image quality. This is nice image quality. Like, this looks good. But now, if we turn off the frame generator, we're going to turn that off, guys, because we don't necessarily need it with this game. So we turn off frame gen, and we did not lose any image quality. You know, some games work really fine with frame gen. This just happens to be one of them that actually does feel pretty good. Every now and then, like you'll see the I just got this gun here. It's supposed to hit harder, but it's like a one shot, like a one shotter or whatever. But as you look at, like, this world is just so massive. I've got my field of view cranked up all the way, so I can have I like wider field of views. But I can change that for you guys so you guys can see. I've got it set at 100, so we'll just bring it down to where I think it's usually like 60 or something for most games. There you go. Now you can see your character much better. Yeah, this game has no upscaling at all. So like you're stuck playing native. If this is a game that you buy, like you're playing this game at native resolution. And if you look at that, just the way it looks, whoa, shooting at me. Oh, this is one of those freaking It's kind of like a Metroidvania game. Like you have to go through and you have to go through and like get all this stuff, man. But yeah, guys, life is too short. And basically, is it like something that, whoa, dude, just blasted me up front. Crack. Headshots. Just line them up and knock them back. So you get a game like this, and like you start playing it, and you're having some fun with your frame gen, your little booster pack. Boom! I actually like this gun. This is making it easier to take out this base. Come on, stand back up, buddy. Yeah, baby, yeah. Got somebody up here. Sniper. You got a sniper. Gosh dang, man, I gotta heal a lot because I'm weak. Dang, this is a big base. I don't think I'm... Oh, dude, man, it's a red skull base, too. Dude, this is a red skull. I shouldn't even be here. I might get tortured. Yeah, this gun definitely made fighting these guys so much easier. Get all that stuff. Oh, dude, it unlocks. I gotta look for more of those. Oh, there's another one over there. He's in the floor. He's Dunsky. Shouldn't have been hiding in the floor there, buddy. You shouldn't have been hiding over there either. So yeah, guys, like what I'm saying is, I know that like me playing this game, I've completely lost my whole train of thought. That's crazy. I like this game. This is freaking cool. Like, look at this dude. Dude, these guys are beasts. These guys right here will trash you, man. Well, they trashed me the one time because I only had like my little handgun, and I was trying to fight all those dudes. Like, oh no, man, that was a hard pill to swallow back then. But when I look at, you know, guys, when I look at what this game is, and I'm playing it, and I'm having a good time, you know, and being able to run this at like native res and play this game, it is basically is what I was thinking. Is I was like, look at this dude under the ground too. Huh. What I was thinking, I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, these guys are decent developers and all, but like they're dang. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm about to beat this freaking... I'm about to whoop this freaking... I'm about to open this whole base. Right here, there's another door. Get these right here and open this all up. I've never done one of these types of bases yet, so maybe it's like a boss fight or something. Nope, I don't got to do anything there. Okay, nothing in there. Destroy generator. Where's the generator at? Oh, it's probably back down in there. Yep, down there. Oh no, dude, I'm Dunsky. I probably blew myself up. But yeah, like what I was saying, guys, is like, you know, life is too short. And so basically is what I'm trying to say is, should I, you know, guys, because it's so hard, man. No master or no man can serve two masters. And so it's like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't necessarily have a huge problem with Nvidia, but at the same time, like, I don't really necessarily care to use that product on all games. There are some games that I did absolutely love playing on the Nvidia GPU, but then there's so many games and so many features on AMD that, like, giving those up would be hard. So basically is what I'm saying is, like, I would have to have two full machines to be able to fully just enjoy both at the same time, because taking one GPU out and putting another one in, that was like the main thing. It was just like, dude, I don't want to have to pull this 4080 Super out to put to, you know, all the time, because I miss using my AMD GPU. Like I absolutely like had like withdrawals every time I would take the AMD GPU out and put the Nvidia one in, because the Nvidia one just wasn't like blowing me away, like, oh my gosh, this is so much better or anything like that. It just wasn't blowing me away to the point where I wanted to use it exclusively. So I was always wanting my AMD GPU back in there. So yeah, guys, it's crazy. I'm not trying to be divisive. Like, the whole thing for the last few months is just me trying to be positive about everything. And I don't know, man. Maybe AMD not showing off the cards made me a little salty, but I not necessarily. I was like, dang, I wanted to see them, and I'm still pretty hyped, and I want to see them. But when I saw Nvidia doing their show and like how happy that show was making me, and how happy everybody else seemed to be in the thing and stuff, it was like, dang, man. I want, and then you just start hearing everybody being like, no, man, AMD's dead, they're finished, they're cooked, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, we haven't even seen the AMD GPUs. And then you see, like, we're taking it with a grain of salt because it's IGN, but then they're showing us Call of Duty Black Ops 6 running native 4K at like extreme settings, pushing 99 frames, and like that's beating out like 4090s and all kind, like 7900 XT. It's just like beating other freaking cards that are already out right now. And I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow, dude, this is crazy, man. Did AMD pull a wool over our eyes? Are they really bringing out like super powerful cards? You know, if you look at the relative performance of how Call of Duty runs versus everything else, you can say that that's a pretty good card. Like, that card's going to hold up very well. If it can run Call of Duty at that high of a frame rate, you're going to have a good experience on that GPU. 1440p, absolutely incredible experience. And even some 4K gaming, you're going to have a good time with that. So, all right, my friends, if you guys like this content, do not forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.